right, guys, we're here at Pure Strength HQ, and we're gonna do a little playing with some toys back here, get some work in. We got some prowlers, some sleds, some farmer carries. So we're gonna see what happens, see if we can't hurt ourselves. Giving the sled a break. I got tired.
Is that why you're sitting on the sled?
Yeah. So this is a Garage Athlete review of the Pure Strength sled / prowler. It sucks.
What about it sucks?
But you know, because it hurts.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's more the workout than the actual equipment.
Yeah, product's great. But as a thing, it sucks.
Sweet. Welcome to GGTV. First off, before we start, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, garagemedia.tv. Go to our YouTube channel, Garage Media, and subscribe and like all of our videos. And make sure you check us out on iTunes as well. And go to garageathletes.com where you can check all of our videos and stuff out there as well. We are here in this amazing showroom / warehouse for the guys from Pure Strength. And I just got done working out, so I am a little bit foggy. We were using some of their equipment out there and playing with some of the toys. So I'm beat up, and I feel kind of honored. So Eric finally got here.
Yeah, I was late. Sorry, it's my fault that if he's less useful, it's because of my lateness.
That's cool. I got to work
tardiness.
out. I'm a little bit fitter.
And you got to work out on some really cool farmer's carry contraptions there. I like that.
Yeah, that's new. Didn't you guys just make those?
It's a simple design that looks really effective. I like that.
So tell us, before we get going, tell us a little bit about you guys, Pure Strength, how you got started, introduce yourselves, and all that kind of good jazz.
Yep. So Chris Brown, partner with Pure Strength. I guess we'll just pass it around real quick.
Yeah, Brian Richter, partner of Pure Strength.
I'm Whit Brown. I'm a partner with Pure Strength as well.
So 3 partners. Now, these aren't life partners, right? You guys are business partners? You didn't specify.
Not life partners.
Brothers.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Not a brother.
Not a brother.
They always ask when they're like, "You guys look alike." I'm like, "No, we don't."
Yeah.
Not that ugly. Browns have a lot better genes.
That's funny.
Man. So how did you guys get going?
Yeah.
I mean, we've known you guys for a little bit. You guys are out there at GG1 with us, and this is the first time we've had a chance to come here. I didn't realize you guys had this warehouse like this. Like, this is awesome. So, like, obviously you didn't start from here. How did it happen?
Everybody looks at me. So
Chris.
Yeah, I've told this story 1,000 times, but basically I was expanding over at Pure, and we needed a rig put in, and we started playing around with raw metal and stuff. Brian was a member there at the time, and he said he had experience with it, so we played around with it, welded some stuff up. It looked cool. It was just raw steel though, and then from there, these headphones are killing me. But anyway,
you'll get used to it in about an hour
I'll get used
when we're done.
Yeah. But from there, we had a grand reopening, and other affiliate owners, made good comments about it. So Brian said, "Hey, want to try and do something a little bit more finished?" And I said, "Sure." So, in our second year now, and this is kind of where we're at. So
cool. So when you mentioned Pure, just so everyone knows, so that's CrossFit Pure.
CrossFit Pure,
that's your
yeah.
box. And
own a box in Decatur,
You're
Georgia.
the box owner.
Yeah, that's right.
That, right. Got it. Cool.
Okay. So this isn't the box. This is where you guys play here.
Correct.
So this is just all the kind of toys that you have at your warehouse. Do you have like people come in here so you can, like, a showroom, or is this just like for you guys?
It's a combo. I mean, we have people come in and, you know, you want to be able to put your hands on a pull-up bar or, you know, check something out. We want to have something of everything here so you can see it, so you can put your hands on it, so you can push a sled, use a farmer's carry handle, stuff like that. So, you know, but then we like to play. I mean, when I don't get a chance to go to CrossFit Pure to work out, you know, get something in here. You know, we work a lot of hours, so it's nice to have that option.
So does that, just curious, sorry, do you find that you tend to maybe shy away from showing up at class more and end up working out here, or do you still show up at class? What's happening?
I did for a while,
he pointed.
and I got away from it. We were so busy, and so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna work out here, and then I was so busy, I was working out like 1 day a week, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I got to go back to the gym. I got to get back motivated, and I started back actually last week. Hit 3 days, and I was so sore. Took a couple days off, and
I don't know what you're talking about. You own a CrossFit equipment business. You must always be able to work out constantly. You never have any issues, right?
yeah, it's not that easy.
Isn't it funny how people say, like, you work at a gym, that must be the best thing ever. You just train all. No, I don't. I train like once every month, maybe. Like, this is actually, it was super convenient that, like, I just happen to have to do like prowler pushes today. And I think it was you're like, no, you're doing prowler push. I was like, I'm just going to do them later. It's like, no, we got them right here. You're doing them. I'm like, oh, okay.
Nice.
So it actually worked out pretty cool. And then and Chris got out there and did some with me too. I think we caught some on tape.
Some I did some.
Well, yeah, some.
I had to answer some emails halfway through. So.
Is that okay? That's what it was. Yeah.
It worked out well.
Yeah, you wanted to finish though.
That's right.
We were both pretty tired. The shirts came
funny?
off.
We actually Brian and I both competed at Garage Games 1 last year, the year before, when another equipment company was there, and we looked at it and we said, wouldn't it be awesome if we could be here right now? And we both said, you know, we're just not ready. So fast forward a year.
Oh wow.
And there we are. You know, we're there with you guys. So
I didn't even know you guys were at Garage Games 1 last year. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So were you just starting this then? I guess at that point.
Yeah, we were like 3 or 4 months in. I mean, we were still. We did R&D for probably 6-7 months of trying to get a finished product that we wanted to put on the street, that we felt comfortable putting in people's hands. So
and now you were already in the whole metalworking business though, right? Like that was your trade to begin with.
My background, I erect pre-engineered metal buildings.
Yeah.
So I've been doing construction for 15 years. So metal. Yes, I know a lot about metal. So when this came up, it was like, hey, this is what I do. I mean, if I can put up a 500,000 square foot building, I can build a little rig.
Yeah.
So that's what we just started and figured it out. So
yeah, that's really cool, man.
Cool.
I mean, did he? So does he still pay for membership at your gym now?
It's funny you said that, because when you were talking about not showing up, I'm like, hey, you still charge him, right? Because you need to charge him double to get him back in the gym. That's how you make that happen.
He pays one way or the other.
Pretty much.
Maybe not green stuff, but
yeah, maybe not in favors.
Hey,
we won't go there. We won't go there. Nick doesn't pay for membership at our gym, but it's okay because he doesn't go ever anyways. Either.
No.
How you doing,
so
buddy?
that's what we're doubling his expense
Yep.
of nothing to try to get him there, but it's not working.
So, all right, cool. So yeah, so basically 2 years in, and you guys are here where you're at now. What is the next goal for you guys? What's the next plan? Like, how big do you want to get this thing? Do you want to, make it as big as you possibly can, or is this more of like a hobby for you guys? That's that's fun. I mean, obviously this doesn't look like a hobby, so it looks like you guys are kind of in it for the long haul.
Yeah. We would love it to be huge. I mean, I think there's a room for another player in the industry. I think you and I were talking about that a minute ago. And I don't feel like anybody's exactly stepped up to be that. And we're young, but we'll see where we can take it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many people doing what we're doing either. Most of your other guys, they bring everything in from overseas or from other sources than them doing it in-house. Where we have the benefit is we do it in-house. I mean, we get to test it out here. I mean, we have a gym that has over 200 members that we can say, hey guys, go push this sled, go try this out, and that's where we did all our R&D was at CrossFit Pure. We had a couple different versions of sleds, and we've done, we tried out the axle bars a while ago, and then we're like, oh no, we need to go this way. So it's cool to have that avenue, and we make it here so we can refine it as we go. And we have first generation stuff, second generation stuff, from our Gatlin bars. We had 3 bars on it at first, and we're like, why 3? The third one just gets in the way, so we knocked it down to 2, and
Yeah.
you know, it's a better product that way. So
Less
you know.
material and a better product. Yeah, absolutely. You need that kind of stuff too, because I mean, a lot of times when you're sitting down in a room and drawing stuff out, it looks great. Just like we use our members at our gyms as guinea pigs for our workouts. We're like,
Lots.
this workout's going to be awesome, and then we do it like that was a stupid idea. Let's change it. And thankfully, we can use our members as guinea pigs, our paying members that we love so much. So
We love you.
People don't kill us when we put them out in the actual events. So yeah, absolutely, it works. It works pretty cool that way. So
Well, I'm going to just touch on something too, just to kind of give you guys a little props. Because I've been doing as many events as I've done over the years, we've been doing them for years. There's something that we always get stuck doing, which is putting stuff up, right? We're helping with putting rigs up and whatnot. And so first of all, I'm glad that you guys have
my caffeine's kicking in, by the way.
Sweet.
I'm back.
You've shown up with lots of help. I like that. So thanks for having help. That helps us. You know, you come to an event, you put your rig up, and it goes up quick. But that's the thing is, it goes up quick is a cool thing, because I have dealt with the most ridiculously poorly engineered pieces of metal out there. You're like, why these holes don't match up. Like, it's square and it won't. If I make it off square, now it fits. Like, what's up with that? Level doesn't count. So I'm very happy with your stuff. It's so much easier because it goes up straight, level, square. Hey, it all fits together, and it's up.
It's also a lot faster
So, yeah.
when the people that are making it are putting it together.
That helps.
Because you're like, well, I know this is going to go there.
It
And
helps.
yeah, so I, obviously not naming any names, but we've had other past events where we've had to put up these monstrosities, and it literally takes all night. And I remember going back to GG1 when you guys came out there, like I went out to the car to get my camera and came back in, it was up. And I was like, what happened?
Where'd
Like
that
it
come
was,
from?
it
How'd
was
that get
quick.
up there?
Yeah, it was seriously quick. But
Yeah.
again, I guess that's what you guys do.
You know, I think that, you know, the way we're going to grow is by doing these events, and you know, it's your event, it's your name, but our name's associated to it. So we're going to do everything we can to make it right. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Cool.
the more
I
people
like it.
come out, the more people come out to the events and they see the products and they actually get to use them. Like that's like a free expo, right? I mean, that's really what it is.
Yep.
So speaking of that, I really want to kind of talk about. Obviously, we talked about how you guys got started, but I'm sure you guys have had bumps along the road. You know, getting going. Like you said, you spent a lot on R&D and stuff. Maybe not somebody that's actually trying to start an equipment business, but somebody starting a business, a new idea in this, kind of new world of CrossFit. Like, what would be some advice that you would have for them? Like some people, because you guys you're 2 years in and you're already doing really well. So what do you think has helped you with that? The secret. What is the secret?
I don't know if there's one secret. I mean, I think, in any business, I've done numerous business over my time, and it's all about effort. I mean, the harder you work, the better it's going to be, and it's not on anybody else but you. So being an owner of a business, you have to work sometimes 60, 70 hours a week. You got to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. You got to work at, 12 o'clock at night. And, do everything you can do.
I told you I'm not the only one.
Yeah, we talk about Eric over extending himself and margin and things like that. He definitely does a lot, and I probably do way more than I should as well. But yeah, no, I totally agree. I call it jumping off the bed, and you really just kind of have to say, okay, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to go all for it. So it seems I've talked to a lot of people, and that's the reason I ask almost everybody that, and that's kind of the one thing. It's like you can't I'm going to try this, and I still want to keep this thing going on over here because this is my safety net. You got to kind of go all in with it.
I mean, and you can pay somebody to do a job, but nobody's going to do the same job you're going to do because it's yours, and then that on top of just the effort. I mean, again, you're not paying yourself at first for the effort, so you're not expending any money. The more you have to pay somebody to do something in the beginning, the more it's costing you. So you're adding to that, the monetary value you got to put into that company. So it's just more money you got to pour in, which makes it harder. So the more you can curb that by putting effort in, the better you are.
So have you guys been able to transition from what you were doing before, or do you guys still have other gigs on the side now, or
still have our other businesses on the
Yeah.
side? I mean, obviously Chris still has the gym, and I still do
well,
construction.
I would
so,
consider that probably kind of the same thing there. So
I jumped all in with CrossFit Pure. You know what? We're in our third year now, so I was a account executive for a design firm. Jumped in, and I traveled all the time, so I wanted to bring it close to home and impact the local community. So I jumped in there, and then obviously this naturally grew. So yeah, I left what I was doing before.
Yeah. So that really is all in. Then.
I'm all in.
That's
Yeah.
about as much as you can be.
Yeah.
Both, even though you have
like
multiple endeavors. Yeah. So I did the same thing. Quit my job, a little bit of money in savings, and called him.
Yeah.
So and worked out well.
Like get out of that whatever that state was that you were in, Mississippi or something.
It was Alabama.
Yeah, we call it Mobile, Mississippi.
True story. I had a little side job doing some working for a supplement store. This is kind of random, but I got to tell a story. It's funny. I don't think I've told it on air before. And I was actually working at a supplement store. I was living off savings, just making a little bit, here and there or whatever, trying to get my gym going down there. And I came up here to interview to run the gyms up here. Well, I was head coach at the time or whatever. Mm-hmm. And and in the interview, Eric was there, and there was another guy there that was kind of running them at the time. And I go, he was like, well, how invested in this are you or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I don't want to sound pushy, but I just got a call on the way here that the owner of the place that I worked at told me that because I came up here, he fired me. So I actually don't have a job right now. Yeah. So I don't know if that was the
good.
reason they hired me.
I did. No, I did right then on the spot. I said, "Cool, you're in. We got you. You're hired." So then, and your wife was there, and I said, "So what's your story? Are you gonna be coming up, or what? Well, I got to go back and work there." I'm like, "Okay, well, you cool with us keeping him here? So just like don't go back. That was my thing. I said, just don't even go home.
Yeah, yeah. So
you can pack up. We'll leave him here. Good, thanks.
So yeah, that's jumping off the bed for sure.
But so it's a cool thing when you get a chance to make careers. I think it's awesome when you can make careers in CrossFit. Like I look at this, I'm like, it's still a very new, early stage thing, even though it's huge. But still, it kind of feels that way to me. And so I love hearing stories. All in. I left. You were a designer. What were you again? What was your job before?
Sales at a design firm.
Gotcha. Okay, at a design firm. There it was. Okay.
Very exciting.
Yeah, but
I sold junk for a living.
But basically,
that's what I did.
You have a career, right? And it's a job that you can stay with and probably do that for the rest of your life and feel confident and stable and comfortable. Instead, you pulled away and you said, I want to impact my community. Like, I love that you just said that, right? I want to impact my community. There's nothing more exciting than impacting a community through health. There's really nothing. To me, it's it. It's awesome. So I love hearing stuff like that.
Speaking of impacting the community, Eric.
Yeah, I knew we were going to.
Were you trying to set me up for that?
You like that? It was my internal segue. Boom, there it is.
All right, so we're going to announce something on here. It's going to be very, very big. We're really excited about it. We've been talking about it for a little bit. We're going to help here at Pure Strength. We're going to try and make this thing as big as we possibly can. It's still in its inception, still very new. But basically, we are going to be taking in video submissions or written submissions, anything like that.
Pictures could go along with written,
pictures,
right?
anything,
all the media possible.
We are going to pick someone, be it anywhere in the country. Maybe if somebody calls in Hawaii, maybe we'll go to Hawaii.
I would go.
I'll go to Hawaii. Yeah.
Hawaii. Can you guys get rig equipment to Hawaii? I think you can get rig equipment to Hawaii.
Sure.
Right?
They
have shipping.
So sure
Nobody knows what we're talking about right yet.
They have shipping routes there. That's good.
We are going to build a dream gym inside somebody's garage. There, I said it. So,
or basement or attic.
Yeah,
probably not good to be attic.
Yeah, maybe carport. I don't know. Whatever. It depends on where it is. If somebody's got a carport in Hawaii, we'll probably pick you guys. No. Yeah.
Outdoor.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Outside, yeah.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna pick somebody. Send your video submissions into. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Is it through?
Do you want to? We should create a new email address.
Yeah, we should probably create a new email address so I don't get floods to my personal.
Pimp my gym.
No, don't do that.
No.
No.
Come on.
No, we're not naming it yet.
Okay.
But yes. So send it in to.
Once we get the email address, we'll flash it across the screen because even though we don't know it right now, by the time you see this, we can totally have made it up. So
no,
cool.
We're going to send it into info at CrossFit Garage.
Are you sure?
info at CrossFitGarage.com. I'm sorry, Elise. I'm sorry. So send all your stuff in there, videos, anything else. You can also just upload them to YouTube and then send us a link to it. We're going to be picking one person, and we're going to bring a buttload of equipment down there. We've got some other sponsors that we're not going to talk about right now that we're in the works with. It's going to be a lot of stuff. We're talking about clothes, supplementation, the whole
all
nine.
the gym accessories, the ropes and the belts and the whatevers.
Entry into garage games, events, things like
Sure.
that. Yeah.
I didn't even know about that one, but
Yeah,
why not,
yeah.
right?
I just put that out there, and I hadn't even talked to Eric about it. But
So if you're thinking, what makes me win? What makes me win? We're not telling you because
We're
we
not
don't
telling
really
you.
know. It could be that you have an awful space that needs to be fixed. It could be that you just
got a bad story.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
who knows? You sold us somehow. Somehow you sold us that you're the one who deserves to win.
It might just be that they live in Hawaii, or maybe Chris thinks you're cute. Are you married, Chris?
I am.
You are. Damn it.
Whit's not.
Yeah,
Whit.
maybe Whit thinks
Whit
you're
thinks
cute.
you're cute.
Maybe I
Yeah.
think that's what we're gonna do. The cutest guy. I mean, the cutest person that sends in a video submission.
Wrong, man. This ain't
We're gonna
something.
pick. No,
He always picks in the guy without the mic.
I'm
That's what he
fairly.
does.
I know that's what it is.
There's less
it's like-
pushback that way.
Yeah. There you go. Go back there. Yeah. I'm fairly certain that Whit is heterosexual, so probably more so than myself.
My beard is bigger.
It is.
Well, that is
I shaved this morning. So that's it. Send that in, and we will be getting the video submissions in. We're going to pick something in, and we're going to film all of it. You guys are going to be able to watch it. It's going to be really cool. And
now on that,
yeah.
real quick. So for you guys, so to do your part right, like someone sends in and they've got this space, measurements, or do you need to go see it yourself first? Like what do you think? I'm just curious about that.
I'd say measurements up front, and then
Yeah.
maybe before we really
Really dig
max
in.
it out, go ahead and go look at it and
Yeah.
see what we can really do. So
Yeah, really is
I
gonna
think
put
that
on
would be
space.
good.
I'll throw in some photos as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely bring the photos. Videos are going to be best, obviously. But I mean that kind of leads me into some of the new stuff that I've been talking to some of the people here about. Is that you guys have some stuff that's more catered? Obviously, you got these huge, awesome events that you're going to with these big rigs, but you've got some stuff that you've been working on specifically for people that are working out in their gyms as well, right?
Or home
That we're
gyms.
working on.
Yeah,
So,
home gyms, yes.
Yeah.
can you tell us about that, or is it still like top secret? Like,
No,
is there?
nothing top secret. I mean, we actually developed a rig that sits, a foot off the wall, so you can put it in your garage. You still have room to park your car in there, unless you have a, F450 like I do. That doesn't even
You
fit
can't
in the garage
fit in the
by
garage
itself.
anyways. Yeah.
But where you can pull your car still in the garage, you can rack your weight. There's enough room for that, and then we put more or less like a flying pull-up bar off the front of it, so you can still be able to kip and
Yeah.
do bar
That's
muscle
awesome.
ups and all that kind of good stuff. So
super efficient space.
So that's one. We also
It's
have
nice.
a hybrid, which is really popular, which is made out of 3x3. I was
Is it
trying
here?
to see.
We looking around?
I thought we had it here, but
Is
we
this the
might have
hybrid
taken
here?
it somewhere.
Because that would go in my garage.
Yes. We
a
have a
garage right
hybrid,
there.
which is
That's
a
gonna
really
shrink your
good
garage.
rack for the house.
When I say garage, I mean my garage. I'm meaning that's the name of the gym. The garage.
This is kind of cool. You think about this, right? Like if you drove a Cooper, like you could put this in and you could still pull up under the rig. I mean, you'd be all set there.
Yeah, but then you'd have to drive a Cooper.
Well, okay, fine. Bump it out a little
I
bit.
drive a
then.
Fiat. You better be big
yeah.
SOB to drive a Fiat. And have a
Yeah.
rig like that.
That's
Cool.
true.
So
I like that.
yeah, well, let's take a break real quick, and then and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about Whit.
And people. We're going to talk about other people.
We're talking
too.
about Whit and him being 100% heterosexual.
CrossFitter people. Cool.
Can we start over? I'm not nervous now.
I saw you get all. You're like, yeah. Hey everybody, it's Justin with GarageAthletes.com, and I'm here to tell you about our new project. We are going to pick somebody, come to your house, give you over $15,000 from our sponsors worth of equipment, merchandise, and prizes, and build a dream gym in your home. It can be in your garage, your backyard, your living room, or your kitchen. We don't care. Send us your videos of your gym, or lack thereof, your story, and why you think you deserve a dream gym from the Garage Athlete. Send in your videos to info@crossfitgarage.com. info@crossfitgarage.com. Get on it, guys. Should have punched the camera. Pa, pa, pa.
You ready? You still
go.
comfortable?
Let's go.
Are you awkward now? Is it awkward again?
Yeah,
it came
he's
back
back
on.
on.
All right.
All right. So you guys do you do a bunch of events right now, and you just did an event. It was Mako CrossFit Feeding Frenzy.
Right.
And so
Do me a favor. Let me stop you right there. Both cameras. Everybody, look at Chris right now. Try and make him as awkward as he possibly can. He's a little bit camera shy. He's okay. As soon as he puts the headphones on, he's like, oh, and then he's like. It's weird. Don't like having my ears covered. Yeah. So, all right. So what?
We should have got
Mako.
you earbuds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mako CrossFit Feeding Frenzy, you're down there, and what's cool about this is that you guys do. You don't just bring like some random rig. Like you have a rig that you bring specifically for this event, and so that rig, it's got you had some blue uprights on it. You've got some custom signage on that rig. So tell me about that. Like the custom sign. How do you what's that all about? How do you do that, or why do you even do that? I mean,
The past couple of events, we've added some custom signage to it just to identify what event we're at. You know, we had good feedback from the last one we did, so we threw it on this one, and it went over pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we think
I
it's
think it's
important.
awesome.
I mean, you know, this is a big event for. It was for Mako and the Garage Games 1 event and all that, so it's a big event and there's a lot of people there, and I mean, to make something special for that event, I think is important. You know, I mean, one, you want to fit the needs of the event. Two, you want to make it look cool for the event because it is such a big event, so I mean we try to maximize everything there.
When you're doing
Cool.
these CAD drawings, do you ever get like this deep-seated want to just like make a cutout of yourself going like this, like in the Superman pose?
Definitely.
Or do you already have that at the house?
I've cut out a whole bunch of stuff, man.
that one too.
Yeah. But when I do the CAD drawings, man, my creative, I just want to be very creative and make just cool stuff. That's why I put those sharp bites in there. I thought that was really cool. And it's cool when you go to an event and people are they're expecting a cool rig, and you get there, you start putting it up, they see the finished product, and they're like, that is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It's not just a normal, black rig.
It makes it a little bit more of a spectacle.
Yeah, it's great.
It's not boring.
Yeah, it's awesome walking around saying, y'all did a great job. It's freaking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean the shark bites out of that was really cool, and I'm thinking at GG1, I know you guys were talking about doing something kind of crazy. I don't know, probably don't want to mention it or whatever.
Yeah.
Secret, we're trying to hold it off, but it's gonna be kind of cool for next year. And I'm really thinking another event. I really do want a cutout of myself, or maybe just the beard. Can we
Yeah,
do that?
definitely.
Just like a CNC like CAD drawing,
Silhouette,
just like the
yep.
beard, just a silhouette of the beard. Okay,
Definitely.
cool.
We'll
That's
mount it
cool.
to y'all's rig.
Hanging up in the bedroom
Well,
afterwards.
Or in the bedroom.
Speaking of like specific cutouts of people or athletes, that kind of brings me up to this thought here. So you guys have athletes, right? You've been signing up athletes as part of like the Pure Strength team. What got you kind of started on that path? What made you think, well, I want to do that too? Because we see that happening out there.
Yeah. So year one marketing goal, marketing plan for the year was let's make a splash of regionals. So we kind of jumped in with we've got several athletes. We got Brandon Phillips, we got Emily Bridgers, Dan Petro, Kirk Gibson, Sherman Merricks, Laura Brannon.
And speaking of Sherman too, real quick, how'd you guys find out about Sherman? Just curious how you learned about Sherman.
From you.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, hey, I like that. All right, cool.
We've got Zach Anderson.
Yep.
Obviously, he won't be
Yep.
at regionals, but
CrossFit Adrenaline's team.
It's too bad about all that injury stuff there. That was
Yeah,
sad
that's
to
a
see.
bummer.
A bunch of guys
I
hurting their
know.
backs, man. CrossFit's bad for you. I've been saying that forever.
it is.
It's really bad.
Hey, and I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out.
And Mallory. I don't know.
Would you say Emily Bridgers and Brandon Phillips?
Yeah,
They're
we had
both there
them.
on there
He
too?
mentioned them
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
They're the first two names he threw out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
cool.
we got a pretty cool little stable of
Yeah,
athletes.
man. Yeah, so
there's
if,
some solid
if
competitors
anything were
there.
to ever happen, like maybe someone create a team for some type of series that were to come up, for some type of human
League type thing.
performance, I don't know, racing.
That'd be a pretty good
it'd be a
team.
pretty good team. Yeah,
Yep,
it'd
that
be
would
a
be a good
pretty
team.
darn good team. How did you approach all these people? Did you already know some of the? I mean, a lot of them are local here, obviously. So did you just kind of know them, or did you like email them up, like, hey, you want some free stuff, or?
Brandon, we just kind of hit up in that way. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just sent him a message and he was open to it. He came out for a meeting, and then things just kind of spiraled from there. So, being that most of our sales are relationship based, meaning that we see you face to face and we talk about what your needs are and we kind of help you game plan and stuff like that. That means that we are primarily in the Southeast, so we want to sponsor athletes that we're in the Southeast, and that would help do the same thing for us, help extend the brand and help us grow. And all these guys have done that. So it's been a worthwhile investment for us this year, and we'll see, how that takes form next year.
It is kind of weird to see how the growth is kind of mutual at this early stage, right? Like you've got people that know who these people are, and maybe some of them find you through them, and then there's also maybe people that know who you are, and they're like, oh, I didn't know that this person was really competitive, because there's some names that even me being in, I know most of them, but there's still a lot of names in CrossFit, like people that are at a really high level, but nobody knows who they are. Right. I mean, how many people went to regionals last year, across that you can actually name their names? You know what I mean? Even in it at this level, there's still a lot of people that are unknown.
I think it's really important from an athlete standpoint to grow your own brand. Like you are your brand. Yeah. So, if you're ever going to make any money in the sport, you need to grow yourself. People need to know who you are.
And you don't necessarily have to be at the top of the podium to have that brand either. You can look at some of the people that are the most popular people in CrossFit, and they're barely games competitors. Right. They've never been on the commode. That would be impressive. They've never been on the commode ever before.
Wow. They must live in the woods.
Podium.
I think it was like a compodium. Is that
compodium. That's a new word. I made that up.
But yeah, especially, it's funny you say that. I think especially in the female athlete world.
Camille LeBlanc comes to mind.
And I guess there's the cuteness factor that maybe does that.
Absolutely.
It's the Paris Hilton effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool to see that, though, right? That you can build a brand up. You don't have to win. You don't have to be the most fit. You just have to be someone who's willing to put it out there 100%. Try hard, work hard, and be someone worth listening to, perhaps following.
Have a personality. Yeah.
My hope is that it gets to the point where you can actually suck and still make a lot of money because you have a good brand. Like, I want to be the Nickelback of CrossFit.
There it is.
That's basically, I'm going to put it out there right now.
That's good.
Yeah, cool.
Goal.
So,
good goal.
do you have any stories? We were talking about, do you have any stories about any of these athletes coming out here and, when you did the video shoots or anything like that, or when you contact them, anything funny at all? Probably not. No. Yeah.
I told you a couple of them off camera.
Yeah.
Anyone,
any of them that you can
keep
tell
those off
to the
camera.
masses, we'll keep those off.
Yeah, I don't. There's
too
a
many?
few that pop to mind, but I feel like
we
my
love all our
relationship with
athletes, so
we love them
we,
all.
we don't want to put anybody on blast.
Darn it.
So no, actually, the next thing I was gonna mention and see where this takes us is, I've kind of tried to put it in your laps a little bit to say, hey, let's get you guys involved in some other stuff. I got some big events up northeast, and maybe you can come up and do some of that stuff. And I'd say it's a testament, first off, just to your resilience to your plan to say, well, we want to kind of stay focused in the southeast, but I can understand why. As I sit here and talk to you guys. And you discuss the relationship side of this thing and kind of needs fulfillment, right? Needs assessment, needs fulfillment. Make sure you're really on track with these people. Obviously, you don't want to bite off more than you can possibly handle. And I like that because I think a lot of people in this industry, specifically in your industry that you're in, equipment as well as manufacturing, as well as just purchasing barbells and such, they just want to bite it all off, right? They just want to jump out there and do everything they possibly can. And I've had a few times where we've been kind of stung by that, where we have someone who's ready to help us out. They're all set up for an event, and then last minute they're like, yeah, you know what? We're kind of a little thinned out right now.
Overextended.
We're not going to be able to get everything we thought we'd be able to get there, and next thing they're scrambling and trying to figure something out. So I like that. But then the question I have for you though, you manufacture great stuff, right? You already gave us that foreshadowing that there's room for another player. So what do you guys think? Like, you have a 5-year plan to be everywhere, a 2-year plan to be like just all over the place. What do you think? What are your goals? What are your lofty ambitions? Let's just say what's the best possible outcome? What's that look like?
I think a 5-year projection is pretty good. I mean, next year we want to focus on going up on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. So we want to spread that way and then naturally grow west. So next year the focus will be, Northeast.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of go northeast, Midwest, and true, the south, southwest kind of thing. I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, we want to stick to our word. We want to do the best we can. We're big on our product and the quality and everything else. So we don't want to extend ourselves. So we're not going to have the quality there or everything that's there. So we do want to grow within our means to be able to keep, the productivity and everything we have now and the quality of the product and everything else. So, just a step at a time.
Cool.
Yeah, you can definitely, like you said, overextending yourself and trying to do too much can definitely make nothing that you do good. So I think it's smart.
Absolutely.
But I've got a question. Just out of I was thinking about it earlier. Talking about some of the products that you guys have going into these individual gyms or whatever. What made you think about what to put into these gyms when you started making these individual, more like garage-based stuff? And if somebody had a specific budget as far as what they should buy, the bare minimum of what they can get by with, barbells, this and that, because I know that when you go to some of these other companies and you have the packages that you buy, I just see a lot of crap that it's probably not needed. They're spending things on well, you get this and this and this and this. I'm well, they just spent $300 on BS. They could probably have spent that better. What would be y'all's opinion if someone were to have a $2,000 or $3,000 budget to put into their set? What's the most important thing you think?
I think the first thing is just barbell and bumper plates.
Yeah.
Get a squat rack, squat, Olympic lift. I think you're pretty good to go, and then add on as you see fit. A lot of things are just a luxury. You can get by with barbell, bumper plates, squat rack, make you a pull-up bar, throw it up, and then get the nice stuff as you go.
Yeah, I think that's right, because I know I built a gym in my garage when I was first starting out or whatever, and I was trying to get this and that and this and that, and I never actually spent money, and I think I bought a $50 squat rack or something like that. It was useless pretty much, and it was dangerous actually. So I think going back, I would probably barbell, bumper plates, and something that a multi-purpose, because I remember I bought a pull-up bar to hang, and then I bought a squat rack, and then I bought something to hang rings from. And if you have something that you can kind of put all those things together with, that saves you money right there, right? Because I spent way too much money on all that kind of stuff. So, and you guys have, what was the name of do you have a name for the little rig that you were talking about earlier?
Hybrid.
Is it the hybrid rig?
Well, we have a hybrid, and then the other one, the garage rig, which we don't have a name for it yet. We'll call it the garage rig.
The garage rig. There you go. Yeah, garage rig. Hey,
I like that.
it works. If we end up putting it in there, yeah.
Good.
I like that name, the garage.
Yeah.
That works out well.
It's good branding.
Cool. Maybe we'll have to set up some kind of coupon discount code or something like that for anybody that listens to the podcast. We'll do that. Maybe we'll put it right here for everybody watching in that area right there.
That's cool.
Do this and get 98% off. No, is that too much?
You have it reversed.
Is that so
let's go the other way now. How about the bells and whistles, the frilly stuff, the fun stuff? Because I think that's a cool thing too. It's a market out there that every gym owner really should be thinking, hey, I need to get myself an axle or some cool farmer's carry devices, whatever you call those things out there. So what else you guys got? I mean, you've come up with some cool stuff.
Yeah, we have a prowler, push sled, and pull sleds. I mean, those are great. We
I already did a review on that earlier. They suck.
Farmers carry handles.
The product's great. They just suck.
Farmers carry handles. There we go.
Yes,
Yeah.
farmers carry handles, axle bars. We do a short one and a regular. I don't know.
We call the short one stubby, right?
We call it stubby.
I like that. It's
Or
good.
chalk holders. That's a little bit on this one right there.
Yeah, chalk
A
holders.
chalk holder. That's a good.
And they're
get us out of
the 50 cal chalk holder is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
We've gotten really good feedback from it, and it's great because you can lock it down, and if you kick it over by accident or drop your barbell on
It's
it
still
or
locked.
whatever, you won't get chalk all over the place. So.
What are you talking about? CrossFitters want to get chalk everywhere.
Not box owners though, huh?
Yeah, you're right. You're
I
right.
may have just found my missing wall balls from GG1.
Stop looking around. Did you guys as a gym ever try and make a push for the chalk lotion?
Oh, yeah, the dry stuff.
I
No.
tried so hard.
We had
we
a member.
didn't, but we had a member who pushed hard.
We had a
for
member
it.
that
she
pushed
was
it.
She was like, "This stuff is great. It's awesome. It doesn't go anywhere." And da 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 da.
I just made a quick
I mean-
how-to video of how not to take a bath in chalk for the members, basically, and
Yeah.
said that it's not, that it will actually make you rip if you try and cake the stuff up. And we actually just started buying the balls instead of the actual blocks, and that's helped a lot because it's harder to cake it on that way. And it's
You don't
still,
get quite as much release.
It still happens
into the
though.
air.
I mean, it's just can you guys create a product for that? Can you figure that out? Like dustless chalk? Is that like yeah? Come
gotta
up with
be.
that. We're R&D. Do
Doesn't
it.
exist.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I know. And the
Yeah,
thing
it's
too-
called lotion chalk.
Yeah, I mean, you go into
That crap doesn't work though, man. I don't like it. Have you guys use it?
I used it. It worked all right.
It's okay. Yeah.
I was happy.
I
about
bet it would work for me. I bet. 'cause
It
I
felt
don't,
like
I
I
don't,
had done something
I don't
wrong.
need much. I use a tiny little.
That's what it felt like.
bit.
And forgot to clean up afterwards. Like that. That's what it felt.
Yeah,
What? That's not what I'm talking about.
I told you. It's always.
I'm
fun.
I'm always the one that.
One more podcast that I
Whatever.
won't actually promote through my other channels. now.
Just cut that part out.
Wrong as
That's
in like
true.
I was cutting fruit up and then it got sticky on my hands and I forgot to wash my hands.
You
That's
do
what I meant.
smell.
Yeah,
Actually, you
yeah.
just lifted your arm up at that. And it's just-
Yeah, it's natural.
Man.
That wasn't me.
So that's cool. But yeah, because you guys brought axles out to GG1, and I think I could tell they were a hit with people. Like everyone liked them and thought it was the coolest thing. Like, I got to get an axle. And I think there's always that next thing. Like as soon as someone gets a chance to experience it, they're going to realize they want that. So I guess more events that do something different. Farmers carry. Yeah, we'll do that.
We
I'll
sold out of
program
the
those.
farmers. We sold out of the farmers carries at that event. The
Yeah, I would think so.
the axle bars at y'all's event. So
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you can get your hands on new tools,
Fun
more
stuff.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and at first, as a gym owner, I'd say, I want to get like 2 of those, right? But then all of a sudden, you realize, well,
You need 10.
I'd like to program
I
these.
need
Yeah.
10, yeah.
What's the point of having 2? Brian, you were going to say.
No, I was saying, and the more events we do, the more we're going to try and come up with something cool for each event. Because everybody, they're like, hey, I want something different to do. What can you guys come up with? So that's things where we, got our thinking caps on, and we're like, all right, what can we do next? What can we do next?
It's-
And, try to come up with something cool.
Yeah.
Well, we'll also have to wait and see what happens at the end of July as well, because whatever happens and
Usually
goes on in Carson is probably going to be in mass production the day after Carson is
Yeah.
done. If they come up with some kind of weird thing where you have to like wear this weighted helmet or something like
They'd
that,
be like
and
head
run
weights.
like a Weeble Wobble.
I do
or
head
something
weights
like
in my
that.
office. It's
Yeah,
like head weights.
There you
I
go,
mean,
head weights.
We do that.
Yeah.
Shoot, we're already there. We got to figure that out, guys.
I hope Dave Castro doesn't see this, and then that's gonna be there. You have like chin weights.
He watches all.
and reps like
he,
that.
he watches all of your stuff. What do you mean?
He does. He's a big fan.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
Well,
cool.
yeah, I like what we did there. I thought that was good. You like what we did there? See what we did there?
Very good.
Best podcast ever.
So, parting thoughts. You guys have anything that you want to share with the world right now? Like, what do you want to tell the world about yourselves? I think there's some good things to tell. What do you want
Wit's
to tell?
awesome.
Wit's awesome. We got Wit's awesome.
is-
He's got great ideas.
So what's some website you guys want to promote? Is it Pure Strength or is it Pure Dash
There's a
Strength?
hyphen there.
Pure hyphen
Yeah.
dash
Dash,
strength
yeah, dash.
dot com. Yeah.
.com. Do you guys have, if somebody's interested, do you guys have like a telephone number, an email, or something like that they can send to for getting like set up for either an event or to buy equipment other than just the website?
Chris at pure-strength.com
Okay.
or Brian Bryan at pure-strength.com.
And you guys are going to be at the Combine.
Yeah, we're heading
this weekend, which it'll already be passed when this thing goes out. And what's the next big event that you guys are doing?
Well, I mean, we'll be at regionals. We've got obviously a lot of people to support there.
Will you have you'll just be there like as a team, or will you be there? Are you set up as a vendor?
We'll actually be there giving stuff out. So, if anybody sees us in the crowd, make sure you yell at us. We'll throw you a shirt and hat, whatever we have. But we are not a vendor.
Okay.
Yeah, we figured we'd rather give some free stuff
I like
out.
that. Yeah, pour your money into giving away free stuff versus paying the
I mean,
vendor fee.
why compete with everybody else? Everybody
Yeah.
else is selling shirts and T-shirts and
Sure.
everything else. So, we want to get the
Yeah.
people that are, down with Pure Strength. We want to get them some gear.
I like it.
and,
That's
you
rebel.
know,
That's
check it out.
guerrilla.
I like that too.
So,
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's
F the man.
and the next event we are doing after regionals is the League of Shadows in Jacksonville, which is going to be a pretty cool event. It's going to be on the boardwalk right in front of the beach. So
Cool. So
you know,
Jacksonville,
outdoor-
Florida.
Yes,
So
Jacksonville,
right there
Florida.
at. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
And we're not going to bleep that out, even though it's not a Garage Games event.
Well,
too,
then
just so you guys
following
get
that, the next
Sorry
garage
about that.
No, we're cool that way. That's what I'm saying. Like we're cool that way.
next garage games event will be Dell's event. It's
The Independence Games.
Independence Games. Yeah,
good.
4th of July. So.
Yeah.
South
Oh,
Carolina.
sweet.
So
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. He's
Hopefully
got. He
we-
runs a good event up there too.
What's the date of that?
Independence Day.
Is it? Yeah, but is Independence Day? Is it on a weekend?
It's 4th
or
of
is
July.
it- Is that actually on a weekend though, or is it going
Or
to
does,
be?
is he doing the event on? He's doing it on the 4th. Isn't he?
I
I think
don't
it's
know.
the
Everybody
4th and
check the
5th.
calendar.
Yeah,
I'm
4th and
pretty
5th.
sure. I'm pretty
think
sure.
so. That'd be
it's
awesome
on
if
the
it lands
weekend
on a
this
Saturday.
I think it's a
Saturday.
Friday Saturday. I think 4th maybe. A Friday.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to
probably
make
a
sure people don't
Sunday.
show up on the 4th of July.
Could be. Maybe
and
it
it's like
is.
a Thursday.
Yeah.
4th is on Friday.
Friday,
This year,
yeah.
so it's
Fourth,
4th and
okay.
5th.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's what I
Yeah, there you
thought.
go. Bam, rock and roll.
What's this CrossFit gym called? P something?
Oh, I have no idea.
Man, sorry, Dell. I
Forget. Sorry, Dell.
Sorry, Dell.
You
Dell
can
and
you
I
can
are
you can
both-
do your
We'll put it
other
up.
thing. We'll put the name of your CrossFit gym right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
Dell's CrossFit name is
Yeah,
right here.
Dell runs a good event. Garage Games. We're happy to be part of his events and have him on our team. He does a good job.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, cool. Well, Eric.
Yeah, so we're gonna go at Dr. Eric Richards. That's what we're gonna use for my. I'm not gonna say into the health sprout this time. We're gonna give you the Twitter handle. So
Oh, okay.
Dr. Eric Richards. There it is. All right.
And you guys go to garageathletes.com for we're getting the site up
Is
and
it
ready.
plural or non-plural?
It's plural.
That's what I
know we're gonna
thought.
do the whole thing that you did with Health Sprouts
Yeah.
too, or
Okay.
Health Sprout. So it's
Sprout.
plural. Garageathletes.com.
There's more than one of them.
And if you're watching this and you're the person that owns the Garage Athlete, stop it. Give it to me. We're getting that site up and ready now. Shane's working on it. And we're gonna have a bunch of how-to videos, just tips, tricks, and all kinds of stuff on there, including the podcast. And then we're gonna have a lot of cool kind of exclusive content to get on there too. So we're working with that, and that is where our Dream Gym project is going to be as well. So it'll be all set up through there.
Yeah,
so be sure to check that out.
Submit your pictures, your stories, your videos, your whatever, so that you can end up with some cool stuff made by these guys in your home gym.
Rock
Maybe
and
you could put it
roll.
in a bedroom even. I mean,
You
why
can maybe
not?
put in that would be cool. If somebody sends me a video and they say they want to build a gym in their kitchen,
That might be
that's
the
it.
winner.
That's
right
going to be the
there.
one we're going to pick.
I think that
in the
could be it.
kitchen or
In
the
the
living
kitchen.
room with the 50-inch
We're gonna
plasma.
come in. We're gonna knock the island out. I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna. This is gonna be awesome. I like it.
All right,
gonna be
guys.
cool.
That is it. We'll see you next time. Good
All
job,
right.
y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That was pretty.